Hey guys, it's Kim with Urhous. Today we're here at Emily and Sebastian's and she's going to tell us all about their home buying experience with a Urhous agent. So Emily, thank you so much for allowing us into your home. It is beautiful in here. Can you tell us a little bit about your house?
Absolutely. So the house was built, I believe, around 90, and it looked like it. It was really like 80s, out of date.
Little traditional, as they might say.
Yeah, it was rough. But, you know, we walked in and it had, I hate the phrase good bones, but it did.
Yeah.
You know, it had the cathedral ceiling, so it made it feel like a larger space. And I could see that there was a lot of potential here if we were willing to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. And being an artistic person, I love all things makeover.
Yeah.
And I love doing things with my hands, so it made sense to buy something in our price range that would require pretty much cosmetic updates.
Right.
So we did everything from, you know, scraping the popcorn ceilings to putting up the wainscoting, which I'd never done before. That was a challenge. Crown molding. Not fun, but
those are quite some interesting angles that you've got to get
really,
just
right.
right.
And the house had settled a little bit, so they weren't like actual right angles and everything.
Right-ish.
Right. Things you discover. But we were able to make it totally our own because of that. So we did the whole place top to bottom for about $10,000.
That's fantastic.
And if we tried to get a space, try to find a house like this that was updated, it probably would have been, $30,000 to $50,000 more.
Oh, easily.
To buy as is.
Very much so. So how long did it take from the time of closing to being all done, or did you guys just kind of go along in steps?
So we didn't live here for that first, it took me about a month and a half because it really was just me on my own.
Right.
I did hire a couple guys to do the ceilings in here because even on the tallest ladder, 5 foot,
I
can't reach.
Yeah. Plus a little touch dangerous, I might assume.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I did have help with that, and I did have somebody that did the floors. But everything else we did, so I forgot what you had asked.
Just the time frame.
So it took me about a month and a half.
That's awesome.
And I would just come over, I would, my job is usually at night, so I would work during the day and then go off to, I would renovate during the day and then go off to work at night.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't that bad, actually.
That's so cool. So in buying an older home, were there special inspections that you guys needed to do at all?
It's the same process. I mean, even a new home, if it's built badly, can have problems.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was less concerned about that. There were a couple little minor things that needed to be fixed. Luckily, the Urhous team was really great about making sure that all of those things were covered, So our agent was really good about pointing out things that we might be concerned about in the future and what we could do about it if that was a concern. We had the prior owner fix a couple small things, but it ended up being a pretty pain-free process, actually.
That's so good to hear because I know that just the home buying process itself can be a little bit scary.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, so that's such good news to hear.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that your job is primarily in the evening hours. What is it that you do?
So I own Artistic Abandon, which is a paint and sip studio. So you bring your own wine or beer and we teach you how to do a painting, start to finish in about 2 or 3 hours.
That sounds like so much fun.
So it's in North Raleigh where it's about a 15-minute on average drive to get to work, which is great.
Yeah.
And I'm there most nights teaching, and then I run the business during the day, usually from home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys do different things each night, and you can book classes and stuff like that?
Right. So we've got a website that's artisticabandon.com, and if you go to that website, there's a calendar link, and that shows all the classes that we offer. You register through the calendar, shows you what price, what time, what painting is being done for each class, and then everybody in the class is doing the same thing. We're walking you through it, and then you've got room to play and make it your own.
That sounds like so much fun and a great girls' night and stuff like that. Very
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
And that's in North Raleigh, right?
It is. It's right off the
Very
6 Works. It's Artistic Abandon.
Yay, cool. And then I have to also mention while we're here, you don't just do awesome paintings and stuff like that. You're a little bit of a blogger and an author as well, correct?
I am.
Oh my goodness.
I'm good at everything that's hard to make a living doing.
but you seem to be doing okay, so
right.
it might be in your best interest. So real quick, I just want to talk about this new book that you just published, Fractured Memories, and can you tell us a little bit about this?
Sure. So the book is part memoir, part sort of coffee table art book. My dad was diagnosed at age 65 with frontotemporal dementia, which is kind of like Alzheimer's, but progresses more quickly. It's a lot younger. Throughout the time that he was diagnosed, I started doing paintings, as an artist.
Right.
Doing paintings about what we were going through, using the elephant as a symbol for dementia because an elephant never forgets. Mm-hmm. And then actually one of the suggestions of Steve Gunter of Urhous, he suggested that I start doing a blog because he was seeing the stuff that I was posting online. And so I started doing a blog and chronicled our whole thing during, the whole journey through dementia on the blog. And then everybody said, you really need to turn it into a book. So, turned it into the book. So the book is in 3 parts. The first part is basically just a recounting of who my dad had been before the dementia.
Right.
The second part is really a day-by-day, or not really day-by-day, but, as you go, real-time documenting of what we were experiencing with him. And then the last part is the 40 paintings that I did, and talking about the paintings. And there are a lot of things that words can't always express.
Absolutely.
And so paintings can do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of humor in the book.
That's good. It's important.
It is.
It's a tough subject.
It is. And I want to, I'm coming to it with a younger perspective than a lot of people that write memoirs about. Usually it's spouses or older children, but because my dad was so young when he was diagnosed. So it's fairly irreverent. Mm-hmm. There's cursing. I know it's shocking. And then there's also just a lot of honesty. Like I talk about the stuff that a lot of books don't go into because it's embarrassing stuff. I make myself look bad in it sometimes because I'm honest about how hard it is
to be a
caregiver. But I'm getting a really good response. I've gotten some fantastic reviews. I'm starting to hear people passing it on. That one person who just finished the caregiving process is now passing it on to someone that's just starting it. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping it's going to help remind people that it's okay to laugh and it's okay to cry. The final painting in the book has a little elephant and it says, "We laugh when we can, we cry when we must."
That's so perfect and so very true. I know I have personal connections to dementia and stuff like that with some family members, so it's always refreshing to see new perspectives being shown on such a devastating thing. But it, like you say, it's very important to remember also where it all started from. So I'm definitely going to be giving this book a read through for sure. Excellent. And hopefully we can inspire some other prospective home buyers out there to do the same.
Well, and if anybody is interested, they can go to shop.emilypageart.com.
Awesome.
And that actually will show all my art.
Very good.
But it'll also, there's a link to buying the book on there as well. And it can be found on Amazon too.
Very good. Well, Emily, thank you so much for allowing us into your beautiful home. You guys have done an absolutely outstanding job with this place. It is gorgeous. Well worth your investment in money and elbow grease.
Yes.
And also sharing some of your personal stories with us and all that today. So thank you so much. And of course, for all of your home buying and selling needs, check us out at urhouse.com. We'll see you there.